नमो विष्णुपादाय गौरप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद्भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशवयुतिनाम् अतिमत्तचरित्राय स्वाचितानन्दादिने जीवदुःखिदाताय नाम प्रेम प्रदान वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव पतितानां वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमाय कृष्ण चैतन्य गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै सदायै कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय सर्वभक्ताय यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो काकर्याजुनाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया सर्वो विनेति सर्वभूतविषयं तवैवास्मि न जीवामि संनयमां First of all, my millions of converting the lotus feet of my spiritual Sri Guru Padma, Om Vishnu Pad, Sri Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Goswami. I am seven the lotus feet of my Shiksha Guru, Om Vishnu Pad, Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta. My all daughters and sons, the Gandhi Padgan, and the Kaligan, and all Vaishnavas. I so much honor to my God brothers and my sons. My heart is blessed, my sons and daughters. I am very happy that after Deja, we have met again here. Especially senior disciples of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, like Bhagavad, Prabhu, Narayan Prabhu, Bhumipati, and my Ramdas, and Mukunda, Sanatan, and all are here. I have come perhaps this is 10th time in Yoga. Every year I have spoken on Srimad Bhagavatam in Hindi. So in Houston I am initiated to speak in Hindi. But mostly you are all English speaking, and also the Indian devotees also, they can understand English. So, subject will be same. Bhagavad. Important point and the perspective of and of Krishna. Satan prasangam मम विद्य संविदौ भवन्ति ऋतकर्ण रसायनः तथा तज्जो सनात आशु अपवर्तमनि श्रद्धा रति भक्ति एक एनिमल शतांश प्रसन्न हुआ यदि साधु हुआ साधु in whose heart Krishna is there. Always remembering sweet pastimes of Krishna. Totally surrendered to Krishna, especially in Guru. And who has heard sweet pastimes of Krishna from his own Guru, or sadhu. Then he is sadhu. There is Sakti Krishna, Satchidananda. So followers of Krishna are sadhu. So in initiation, association of sadhu, always Hari Katha flows like rivers from where Mansarovar, from glacier coming, so many currents here and there, very sweet pastimes of Krishna. So each anyone here, Sthane Sthita, Vaidyanik, Brahmachari, Sannyasi, Grihastha, Panprastha. He may be Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Anyone. He should be there. But he should hear. He should do pranam to Katha Sthal, place of where the Hari Katha is going on. Or thinking more than Vaikuntha, more than Vaikuntha even, and do pranam to who is speaking Hari Katha on the speaking on the Vyas Ashram, like Srila Gurudeva. And to organizers we should do pranam. Who are here organizers? Who are? अरुण वर्मा, अग्रवाल जी, चक्रवर्ती जी, उनकी पत्नियां सब किसका नाम दिया? और ये विष्णु और कृष्ण और सोमे. They are organizers. And who is Hari Katha doing? And all the audience, we should do pranam. And then you will see in no time Shraddha, first Shraddha will come. And then Sadhan Bhakti like. Then Bhav Bhakti. And then Prema Bhakti. Especially it has been told in Bhagavad. Those who will hear Hari Katha, sweet pastimes of Krishna and Radhika. How many detached persons, Rashik Vaishnava, in the line of Sukadeva Goswami, Rupa Goswami. Then Satsakshana, Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite, Kimba Parelishvara Satya Avadhate Atra Kritivi Susrati Satsakshana. In no time, if anyone will be here, what will be? Krishna will come in your heart by that cup. And if something is wrong here, they will wash all these aparat, anartha and so on. And Krishna will be prisoner there. Prisoner? Yes. Krishna. Forever. And you should try not to open the door. This should be always. So, first Mangalacharanam. First we had done in Kirtan Jai Jai Deva. Kurukusalam. We are pranat. What? Saranagata. And now, Janma Adasya Jata Anvayati Tatasya Artho Vigya Swarateni Brahmarilajyad Kave Moyant Jat Suraya Tejo Bhag Vidam Jato Jatha Pinamo Jat Sisato Amrishad Dhamna Spain Sada Virat Upam Satyam Param Satyam Param कोई सत्य कृष्ण ही सत्य परम he is param, he is the Lord of Lords, he is avatari Purush, he is rises above Golok Vrindavan where there is no Maya, nothing, from whom all words are millions of words, even transcendental Golok Vrindavan and Jeev Jagat and Jad Jagat, all are. And he knows everything. We give, even if related, they don't know. So his avidya, swara, is full. No one can control, and no one can ask this question, why you have done this? Nothing. So, first we should do pranam to Bhagavat, and that Prabhu with Radhika. Also, this slok has so many meanings. It can be applied to Radhika. Also it can be for Radha and Krishna both. Also for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But the explanation gradually will do today is so late. It is about 7:30. I think it would be better that daily we should begin at 5 at least. Then we can do. Otherwise in 4 days now, what can we speak? And I want that something should be said. So, better 4:30 we should begin our kirtan, and at 5 I must come and begin. Some drama play also will be begin. So, now I am coming to my subject, that once now went to he was traveling throughout, and in the last second ceremony, he saw that after Krishna depart from world, after that ceremony, he went to Himalaya, he went to Haridwar, went to Kashi, Varanasi, went to South Indian, all places, holy places. In the last, he came to Vrindavan. He saw all other places, all are very unhappy, suffering so much. Kali has come, and by this influence, everybody is saying that he is influenced. Now, ladies and males both have lost their character. everything. In Tirtha, Mohamedans captured all this. Ayodhya, Mathura, Kashi, and so many places. And that they have forbidden any Harikatha or will not be done. Others they will be captured and given to jail or anyone cannot do any religious things. Especially nowadays, but now this thinking that nowadays everywhere I saw, all are in there. In Tirtha, nothing is there, no Harikatha. And he saw that in Tirtha, no religious mode is there. Brahmins, they read Bhagavad, but they take money. Like they are selling Bhagavad. No pure Harikatha, no Bhagavad is done anywhere. So everywhere, all there, so unhappy. When he came to Vrindavan, he saw that there was a very beautiful lady. Very beautiful. Young. But she was weeping and crying bitterly. He saw that two men, old, and they were infants, unconscious. And then that lady came to him. Oh, I saw you. Now I am somehow. What happened? You must be any saintly person. Then Lord told, why you are weeping? Oh, I am weeping that my birthplace is in south. Where? And Madhvacharya, Ramanuj, Vishnu Swami, and all there south. And there I had two sons, Gyan and Vairagi. They are in school. From then I went to Karnataka, nearby, between Bombay and Kanyakumari side, Trivandrum. There somewhat I was happy with my son. But when I came to Gujarat, very rich, wealthy country, myself and my sons became old. Then I became very worried, and they became also unconscious. Anyhow, I reached to Vrindavan. Here I became young, but my two sons are unconsciousness and very old, hair all gray. Why this became? I don't know. Can you make any remedy for me? Then Narada Rishi began to think. But he could not discover anything. He meditated. Then he heard it. Boy, you can know all these things from any saintly person. You should search and know. But who is that? He could not tell. Then he was searching here and there, searching and searching. He went to Haridwar and upper places. Oh, here he saw. One day, his elder brother, Sanak Sanandan, Sanatan Sanatma. They were like 5 years old boys, quite naked, but their age millions of Brahma, always like that. And they are first Manas Putra of Brahma. Manas Putra means not by Narati also. No, like from fire, shoot for street thing. Then, he did pranam to his elder brothers, and they told, why you are so worried, Narad? What is the reason? I know that always bhakti is in your heart. Always you sing the songs of Krishna pastimes everywhere. You can go to Golok Vrindavan, Vaikuntha, to earth, to other places. But why you are? Then he told, whole world, I told, I was very worried to see them. All are very unhappy and feeling suffering. When I came to Vrindavan, I met Bhakti and the two sons there, Gyan. She had become young, but two sons are still old and they are life sensitive. What to do? Then he told, Bhakti is free of Krishna. What? What's that? Any Shakti, power of Krishna. She always lives in the heart of sadhu. She and two sons are Gyan and Bharat, always with Bhakti. Where there will be Bhakti, there will be all kinds of knowledge. Krishna Tattva, Maya Tattva, Jna Tattva, Ras Tattva, everything. And Vairagya, detachment will be shown. Where there will be Bhakti, what will be? The two. Detachment from world. And he will know all the truths. So, I know you know everything, Onar, and you can do everything, but as a unknowing, you are fasting. One thing you do, Bhakti will be happy and their sons will be also happy, will be very happy. Here, my father Brahma gave me Bhagavatam in 4 slokas. And he received from Narayan. That is called Chatur Bhagavatam. He has given. And now it has been expanded by Vyas. And he has taught to his son Srila Gurudeva. After Kali past 30 years, snake was going to bite Parikshit Maharaj, after 7 days. And then Srila Goswami told Bhagavatam, this was after only 30 years of Kali Yuga. That is, the day Krishna disappeared from this world. 30 years. And then after 200 years after that, Gokarna told to Dhundakari and he went to bed. And now, after also 20 to 30 years, now, here I will tell Harikatha, straight past comes, that is, that day, which was told by Srila Goswami. So, you should tell everyone to come here. And then, some invitation was given. I don't remember who gave. Old Rishi. So Narada Rishi given, Vyas given, Srila Goswami given, Gautam and Vasishtha, Yogendra, all the rishis from whole world. And there began to Bhagavad. For 7. He told that better to daily do Bhagavatam. Daily. Hearing from any high class of Vaishnava. And if that can be not done, then in 1 year it should be completed. And if you cannot do, then at least 1 month, then it can be told in some Sista. But Kali Yuga persons, they cannot give so much time. They have no time at all. They don't understand. So even 7 days, anyone will hear this pastime from any high class of Vaishnava. They will be liberated and Krishna will come in their heart and then Sarup Siddhi in the last Vastu Siddhi. But when you begin to hear of same moment, Takhana, Krishna will come in your heart. And then he begins. All that is happy. And that first day bhakti began very happy. And Jnana and Vairagya also become full in concept. And thus all became very happy. And in the last, those who heard all went to Guru Vaikuntha. So, we should hear the sweet pastimes of Krishna. Parikshit Maharaj had asked 2 questions. To whom? To Sukadeva. And to all rishis also. All the rishis who were present there. Sukadeva Swami told, but who was hearing? None was there. Vyasdev was also there. Parasa, the father of Vyasdev. And so many rishis and masters were there. But why Sukadeva Swami was told to recite? Because his eyes was so sweet like parrots. And also he was trained by his father. Also, like he was Brahman Jnani, detached totally from words, naked, in the age of 16. Oh, very tall feet and very beautiful body. Hands so much long. Eyes very beautiful, like lotus. Like Krishna was beautiful. When he was coming, children were clapping and like mad person. Some were giving and ladies watching. How beautiful! But like mad person is going. And when he reached and when Nath and all stood up and welcomed him and gave the best order. Authentic. So what? Two questions. Those persons are who is going to die at once. At once, without delay. What we should do for him, or what he should do. And others who will die, when they will die, they don't know. But they will die. For whom? What they do. Mainly two questions. And then he asked so many questions. They will say. So, what should be done? When a person is going to die at once, what he should show? But not so easy. Krishna, Swadhiya Pad Pankaj Panjarante, Advaiva Vishatu Me Manasa Rajamanta, Pran Prayan Samaye Kapavittapad, Kantha Varodhan Vidau Smaranam Sutta. It is very hard to tell Krishna wrong at the time of death. What will be? Your kant will be Gurayate. You cannot remember. You should tell Hari Katha, Krishna name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. If not, Krishna, Radhe, Ram. And those who are long time, they should hear God, Srimad Bhagavatam. Go, Brahman. Could you be happy?
Hare Krishna, drum player is ready, drum player is ready.
मैं परमानंद सुपाद पद्म ओम विष्णुपाद तुल्यजगाचार्य वर्ज्य अष्टोत्थम श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत श्रवण गोस्वामी महाराज and Om Vishnupad Tulyajagacarya Varya Ashtodham Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Narayan Goswami Maharaj. After that, I remain obediently the lotus feet of my spiritual grandsire Nitya Krishna Vishnupad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj and Nitya Krishna Vishnupad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. After that, I pay my obeisances to the our Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis who assembled here to encourage me to speak some Harikatha. Today, in morning walk, Gurudeva was emphasizing about Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastre Koy, Love Matra Sadhu Sanghe Sarva Siddhi Hoy. He emphasizes in Sadhu Sangha. What will be result by Sadhu Sangha and why we will do Sadhu Sangha? I want to discuss about this thing. Prior to that, I will discuss something about Guru Tattva. Today, one devotee among us, I probably name is Mr. Chadda, he was talking and Gurudev told, please be surrendered, let us to a bona fide Guru, then render your service to him, then he advances in Krishna consciousness very easily. He replied, I have Guru, so I don't know who is his Guru, I don't want to break his faith, but what is mentioned in scripture about Guru, I'll discuss little bit, after that I'll discuss why all scriptures, all Guru Vargas, they are emphasizing in Sadhu Sangha. First of all, in Puranas, in Bhagavatam and others, they told the symptom of Guru. What is that? Tasmat Guru Prapadeta Jiggasya Uttama.
Yam Bharadjam Tamanupe Tamape Krityam Svayamanu Sarvayajna Ote Pitam Daya Sarva Medu Tam Sarvabhu Sarijayam Savayivasmi Savayivasmi Najimam Vayaduna Isiti Janadadikam Namam Sarvokhi. First of all, my relevance of Jantal Saran is the of my Guru Patpat Moham Vishnu Bhav Krishna and the same relevance of Jantal Saran is the of my spiritual Sakhat Guru, Shiksha Guru, on Vishnu Bhav Krishna Bhakti Vedanta. I am very happy that our sixth day program, five days program is successful in all that. So many devotees from so many parts of America and also from Australia and here. So my hearty blessings to especially the family, Arun and Vinodini, Sushi and Nicola and And there are many variety things. And also those who are cooking, I think they are making good effort to make themselves offerings to Krishna. Also my blessing to all the devotees, those who are here participating in Harikatha. Now, last day, Sambandhan election, and after Jamraj will be finished. Now, also, there is a story, all like the cranny, fruit seller, lady, how we gave up everything to Krishna. Wanted to take the darshan of Krishna, but Krishna was increasing his eagerness. And at last he told that, today I will see, otherwise I will give up my life. He sat on the front of the door of Nanda Baba and waited. Oh, Krishna lo, Govinda lo, like this, not through Krishna lo, Govinda. And Krishna now, he came naked because his age was about 2.5 or some months. And he took some meat. He came and he gave it to him. Only 2-3 he there here, otherwise all done. And thus here he basket of fruit sellers. And then she was looking after the feet of Krishna. So much of that. Krishna told, oh, give me fruit. Oh, I will give you, but on condition. You should tell me water and sit on my lap, then I will give you. Krishna saw that. Oh, anybody is there or not? What they will tell? And he saw that none is there. Very quickly, in a second, he sat down on the lap and said, oh mother, and he stood up and, oh mother. Then she gave fruit, but what he gave? Not only fruit, his life and soul, everything. And he became so lace-like. Krishna took her like all went mother and gave the fruit. Mother distributed all, but still, more, but increasing. And very sweet, Line go, and then so many things. And then she said, no sense, began evening, and the gopi came back. What are we doing here? Now it is evening, we should go. And then, what? And then she and took her basket off the gate and began to go. When he reached to the bank of Yamuna, oh heavy, some basket. He took and saw it was full of jewels, all jewels. And then they took that basket, throw it in Yamuna. and became mad like Devhuti Maharaj. And what became? Animal never sees joy. Perhaps she became mad in Krishna's way. And Krishna gave it more than Krishna. Life of success. But Nanda Baba called a meeting, council of Gopananda and all others. And they were thinking, here in Gokul, so many sufferings are coming, problems are coming, so many demons are coming. And also the grasses of that filth are now, and so decided to go to Vrindavan. And thus all the cows, goats, all the gopi and all, they crossed the Jamuna and went to Vrindavan. When Shaktikara is down there, they really Sapatikara, Shakti means the cord. All the cords there in round, half round way. And so many thorns outside that any should not come there. And the Shaktikara ground was there. And from there, Krishna out 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And when he began to graze crops, he was eagerly praying to, requesting to his father. The father made arrangements, and Yasoda mother decorated him. Krishna and Baldev. All Sakha, thousands and millions of Sakha, where their corpse joined Krishna. So Yasoda mother, out of love, she did not want it that he should go to Karan. But yet Krishna was so determined that he went. One day he was going and saw that on the bank of Jamuna, very big plant, like Pakasha. He was touching a sky and very big. They thought that any mountain is there. But he was sent by Karna to kill him. So, when Krishna went there nearby, at once by his stick, he picked up in his mouth and swallowed. But Krishna became like firing ball. At once he threw it out from his mouth and again wanted to bite. But Krishna, he took it to and what is it? Like Hindi, मोथा की भांति उसे चीर करके 2 खंडों में विभाग करते हैं. So I cannot express my all these things in English language, but in Hindi and Sanskrit, oh, very good. In all languages, English language or Russian or Chinese, Portuguese or Spanish language, French language, all are named. There are no word, pray, snake, ma, pranay, ra, only word love. What is love? They think that love or lust is love, but really lust is not love. Oh, मैं तुमसे बहुत प्यार करता हूँ. क्या करता है? So, English and all languages cannot express the meaning of Sanskrit or there is no meaning of Brahma. Any word? Paramatma? Anyhow. Thus, Bakasura was killed. And what Krishna did? Gave him Sarva Vimukti. Why? He had not done anything. He should have Saivik Vimukti. But why Sarva? Because by relation of his husband, Uttana, because he made motherly form and told Lalla Lalla for this. One day he was going and he saw he started. Thousands of devotees was there with him and gods. And what? Who will tell among you? Homeopathy? Do you know? It is not here.
I know we high now. Boom. Yeah, he's a good one. I hope that's speaking on the phone.
You know the story of Agasur? Answer is yes or no.
Srila Gurudeva is requesting me to come and speak for the devotees. We can see that Gurudeva has a comedic nature. He called up a clown to speak before the Vaishnavas. But I try to do my best. He'd asked me to speak on the Leela of Krishna swallowing Agashura. Krishna being swallowed by Agashura. Krishna's cowherd boyfriend. So during this particular pastime, Krishna's cowherd boyfriends were playing and they wanted to run ahead of Krishna, and they went forward and they saw a great mountain. It was like a cave, because Agasura's head reached up to the clouds in the sky, and they thought it was a very large cave. So they didn't so much consider or have a fearful situation, because they knew Krishna would protect them under any circumstance. So they had no fear. There was no fear within their heart, because seeing this situation, and some of the cowherd boys thought, oh, this is one of the cowherd boys that said, it looks like a great demon. And one said, it looks like a great big cave. But they said, no matter, Krishna's here to protect us, and Krishna will protect us. So no matter, they went fearlessly and entered into the mouth of Agasura. So Krishna was witnessing this particular event. And Krishna was thinking, oh, how wonderful my Maya works. Because Maya is the external energy of Krishna, and he's experiencing this, he's seeing this. All these energies of Krishna are actually non-different in the sense because they're all Krishna's energies. Internal energy, external energy, or marginal energy. They're all Krishna's energies. So he's seeing that he was in such wonder at how great this particular demon had become. He was so big, and he was wondering, so what shall I do to save my cowherd boyfriends? So Krishna entered also into the mouth of Agasura behind his friend. And Krishna became very, very hot. And Agasura, when Agasura closed his mouth, he could feel the hot, the burning sensation in his throat. So when this particular event happened, he felt the heat and the fire from Krishna, and the spirit soul left. He was killed by Krishna, shot out from the top of his head. So in this way,
light, flashing light came on
his head and immersed into Krishna's feet.
And then,
then all of Krishna's cowherd boyfriends came out of the mouth of Adasura, and they were saved by Krishna. Yeah. Oh, yes, this one place Gurudev took us, Rajmandala, where they had the slide, where, where the Adasura demon was killed. I don't remember so much the whole thing.
what became? You? What became after that? That light came and she was begging. Light. Krishna saw towards cowherd boys and calves. At once Amrit came from the light, and all know where it came in light, and they came out of mouth of Agasur, and then light what was waiting in the sky, it came and makes him Krishna, so to say. Sarup and Mukti also. It will demonstrate Saiji Mukti. But Bakasur and Aghasur, being the relative of Baki. Baki means they were liberated as Sarup and Mukti. But there was a very strong strange thing, that what happened in 1 year, next year they were telling all these stories to others. Brahma, in the sky he was hiding, and he saw these two, three pastimes of then go.
ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. So as Srila Gurudeva said, in the sky, the demigods, they were all watching this amazing event of Krishna killing Aghasur. And amongst them, the chief of the demigods, Lord Brahma, he was also watching. And he was becoming very much amazed and very much amused by the power of Krishna. So there came a desire with him to actually test Krishna. And what he decided to do one day, when the cowherd boys came with Krishna through the forest, every day the young cowherd boys, this was when Krishna had only the calves, not the grown-up cows, and the cowherd boys were very little like him when he first began his cowherding pastimes. So Krishna would go into the forest every day with the cowherd boys, and also they would play so many games in the forest as they were going. Oh, some of them would act like they were peacocks. Some of them would play like they were bulls with horns, and they would put cloths over themselves. Some of them would cry out the sounds of the birds flying in the sky back and forth, and they would chase their shadows on the ground. And many, many other games, hide and seek, and like this. And so when it came time for them to have their lunch break, At the same time, the cowherd boys, they were carrying with them from their houses. Each of their mothers had made so many very nice preparations for their lunch. So many nice fruits and sweets and laddus and so many nice preparations. And they would sit down with Krishna in a huge semicircle. Krishna would sit in the middle, and he would be facing to all of his cowherd friends, who would first one circle sitting around him, then another circle, almost like we're sitting in this room around Srila Gurudeva. So Krishna would be looking at each one of them, and they would have in front of them, they would be using leaves as plates, and sometimes also they would be using stones, which were shaped exactly like thalis, like plates. We also go there on Brajmandala Parikrama by the mercy of Srila Gurudeva, and we see this very place, Bhojan Thali, where the cowherd boys, you can still see that the stones have the shapes of plates there, roundish plates, where they actually ate off of those. So Krishna was every day sitting with the cowherd boys like this, and this particular day, he was sitting there, and there were hundreds and thousands of cowherd boys sitting in front of Krishna. And all the calves, they were grazing nearby to that place. There were thousands and thousands of calves. And so when Krishna began to eat, he was looking and having so many gestures with his eyes to all of his cowherd friends, playing so many games and speaking to them very happily. And the amazing thing is that every single cowherd boy, of all the thousands who were sitting there, even if they were quite some distance from Krishna, each one of them simultaneously felt that, oh, Krishna is looking at me. Oh, Krishna is joking with me. Oh, Krishna is having his breakfast directly with me. Why? Because Krishna is the supreme absolute personality of Godhead. He is the absolute truth and the center of all existence. So, in this way, Krishna, just as a little cowherd boy, was playing. And Lord Brahma, because he had seen this Aghasura pastime, he decided to test and see, who is this cowherd boy? What kind of potency he has? So Lord Brahma decided that he would play a trick on Krishna. And what he did was, gradually, as the calves were grazing, they began to stray some distance away, and Lord Brahma actually took, by his mystic power, he took all of those calves and he placed them some distance away from there into a cave. So now the cowherd boys had noticed that the calves had gone missing. And Krishna told to the cowherd boys, I don't want that you will be disturbed. You should remain here and take your lunch. I will go, I will bring the calves back. So then Krishna, he went from that place and he began to search here and there and everywhere for the calves, but he did not find them. And then when he came back to see where the cowherd boys were, they were also gone. Because Lord Brahma in the meantime had come and he had also taken all the cowherd boys and he had transferred them to this distant place also where there was a cave, and he kept them there by his mystic power. So, little Krishna, who was sitting there, was standing there. Now, of course, Krishna has two aspects. In his narava, in his human-like pastimes, he is mugdata. He plays just like any little boy within this world, just like we heard Damodar Leela. Krishna's running away from his mother, he's crying so many tears, and he's actually frightened. But that aspect of Krishna being like an ordinary child within this world is his supreme glory, and this is brought about by his yogamaya potency, that he forgets himself, that he is the supreme personality of Godhead. But at the same time, Krishna is also sarvagyata, knowing everything. Absolutely everything is known by Krishna. So at this time, Krishna, through his internal potency, he also understood that, this is Lord Brahma who has taken away my calves and my cowherd boys. But then he began to think, this will not be possible for me to go back to my home at the end of the day, because, how will Mother Yashoda feel? How will all the other cowherd women and cowherd men feel? But also Krishna knew so many other things. He knew that all the ladies in Vrindavan, they had a desire out of their Vatsalya praying for Krishna, that they wanted to feed Krishna with their own breast milk. And he knew also that all the cows, they also have this mood that they want to give their own milk from their own udders directly to Krishna. And also one other very confidential point is that at this time, well, I'll tell that in a second. This is a different point. So, at this point, then Krishna, he, by his mystic power, which is the topmost supreme mystic power in the whole creation, now Krishna expanded his very own self as each and every cowherd boy and every single calf. And this was completely down to the slightest detail, identical with each one of them. He became their dress, he became their physical features, their voices, their flutes, their cowherd horns, their sticks, and he became all of the calves. Every single one of them Krishna became exactly identical to them. And in this way, now Krishna began to proceed back from the forest at the end of the day in the form of all these cowherd boys and calves. So something very amazing began to happen. When the calves came into view of the cowherd men and the cows, the elderly cows, who were grazing nearby near Govardhan Hill, when the cows saw their calves coming from a distance, they became completely overwhelmed with love and affection for their calves. And they began running and running down the hill. The cowherd men were actually trying to pull them and to stop them from running away, but they couldn't stop them. And the cows ran down the hill so quickly, and they immediately went up to their own calves and began licking their bodies affectionately with tears in their eyes and putting their necks around their calves. And then the cowherd men, who were a little bit upset, they were running after the cows, but then when they saw their cowherd sons, their little boys, they immediately became overwhelmed with love and affection for them. And they began grabbing their sons, placing them on their laps, giving them very tight hugs, smelling their heads and kissing them, and showing them so much affection with tears flowing from their eyes. And in this way, they became overwhelmed in praying. But who were they overwhelmed in praying for? Sri Krishna himself, in the form of their sons and calves. So now in this way, Krishna entered in the form of these calves and cowherd boys into the Vrindavan village. And now in the Vrindavan village, their mothers came forward and also embraced them. And Krishna returned home personally, and all of his cowherd friends returned. And in this way, Krishna, for one entire year, he remained in this way, in these forms, and he was constantly going into the forest of Vrindavan every day, executing his pastimes, coming back from the forest every day. And another significant point is that during this same year, Gargacharya, he proclaimed that it is a very auspicious time now. This particular year is the most auspicious time astrologically, that all of the young girls, all the young Gopi girls in Vrindavan, they should now be betrothed. Their marriages should be arranged with all the young cowherd boys, and they should be betrothed in marriage to them. Because this is the system in the ancient Vedic system of India, that when the children are very young, the parents will already arrange for their marriages. They will not necessarily live together at that time, but they will understand that we are married like this. So this betrothal by the order of Garga Muni took place. And therefore, all of the young gopis in Vrindavan, they actually took Krishna as their very husbands. So, although in Brajadam, Parakiya Bhav and the mood of Krishna is my paramour lover is the prominent feature of Braja, but in actuality, by Krishna's desire, he fulfilled also the desire of the gopis, and Krishna also became their husband in this secretive way. So, now like this, you know it?
That what Baldev told?
No. So also, now Baladev Prabhu, he was not there on this particular day in the forest when Lord Brahma had stolen the calves and cows. And by the way, I forgot to mention, the reason why this was going on for one entire year is because Lord Brahma, he has a time span of life, which is millions and billions of years compared to the earthly years. And 1 minute or 1 moment, practically, of his demigod years is equivalent to one entire year on the earth planet. So, during this time, so for one entire year, Krishna was expanding himself in this way. So during this time, Lord Baladev, who was, on that particular day, he had been kept at home because it was a special ceremony. His birthday, yes, Baladev Prabhu's birthday. So he was kept at home and he did not go into the forest for cowherding as he usually does every day with Krishna. But he noticed also that what is this extraordinary thing that I'm observing? That all of these cowherd boys, when their parents see them, and when the cows see their beautiful young calves, they become so overwhelmed with affection for them, just as if that they have the same affection for Krishna. Because in Braja, every single resident of Braja, all the cows, all the gopis and gopas, they actually love Krishna as their very life and soul, even more than they love their own sons and their cow and the calves. But Baladev Prabhu noticed that, now I'm noticing that they're loving Krishna, they're loving the calves and the cowherd boys as much as they love Krishna. So I think that this must be some mystic power of my younger brother Krishna.
No. Any Maya tenant, any Taiva Maya tenant. So who, must be my son.
And this also shows that even Baladev Prabhu, who is the first expansion of Krishna and is equal to Krishna in practically in all ways, but even Krishna's personal potency, when he does not want Baladev Prabhu to understand that, even Baladev Prabhu cannot understand. So therefore Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, topmost amongst all expansions that of his own. So in this way, now Krishna. So now Brahma,
Dayasriti has gone. Baldev asked, what are you doing? Even you are not satisfied with Jashoda milk. Now millions of cows like your mother you are doing. And you are also taking the milk of our lakhs and lakhs gopis. Even